Welcome to In the Clinch with Chuck and D.
Y'all sitting kind of close.
It's this motherfucker, man. I don't know, man. I just think you love me, man. What's up with that? You wanna like lean over here and kiss me in my hot mouth, don't you?
Let's go into
I want to lean and kiss you in your
I
hot
don't
mouth.
know, man. You just be so close.
I'm trying to get the same spot you are with your chair.
No, you.
Are we not trying to be centered with this?
I mean,
You want me to sit over here?
you want to sit on my lap? Gary,
I don't want to sit on your lap.
Let's go into the show.
Welcome to In the Clinch with Chuck and D. I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
We missed last week.
We did miss last week.
Hopefully you missed us. You think they missed us?
I don't know, man. It's yet to be
they did.
seen. I think a couple people missed out on the show.
Yeah.
But I post some commentary back and forth this week and stuff too. I mean, it's very interesting because of the fights last week, and we did forget to recap. We didn't get a chance to recap
England.
the England fight card.
We could blame Gary Brewster. Y'all don't know who that is, but he's standing behind the camera right now. It's
Some
his
producer.
fault. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Let's recap the, or should I say, recrap the Euro show.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. That was the worst fight card to date this year.
Doo-doo. There's only one. I mean,
I was impressed with only one person that entire night. Actually, two people.
I'm going to guess.
Who?
Carlos Condit
Mm-hmm.
and Mike Pyle.
Mm-hmm. That was it. That was all it was. I you know what? I don't even think we should review. Let's just talk about the good things from that fight card. All right.
So we're not going to worry about Congo Brown because neither one of those dudes belong.
Well,
Hathaway Pyle was
right.
a little bit interesting because Hathaway
Undefeated.
Mm-hmm. We thought he was the rising star, the next title shot, the next
Mike
guy.
Pyle put a complete end to all that thought. I mean, he just totally manhandled that guy on the ground. And
I
the
don't
thing
even know
is,
if manhandled is the right word.
because if Hathaway's a black belt, right?
I don't think he's a black belt.
Okay, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I mean, he's ended a lot of his fights in submission.
I'm just worried. Did we hype this man too much?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't really sold on it until his last fight.
Right, when he dominated Diego Sanchez.
Yes, and then I mean, to me, if you dominate Diego Sanchez the way he did, I mean, I was like BJ Penn-esque the way he you know what I'm saying,
Right.
just I mean that knee when he went to go shoot and he hit him with that knee. I thought Diego that man. Diego's done. I just counted Diego Sanchez done after that.
Timeout, coach. At the beginning of the show, you complained about me being too close. And why am I too close to you? But every time you talk, you karate chop me in my arm.
Never mind that. Never mind all
Anyways,
that. So
back
this
to
dude called a
business.
timeout. Anyway, so you made me lose my train of thought. Anyway,
Good.
moving right
It
along,
wasn't.
man. So
Mike Pyle dominated
yes,
Hathaway.
and then I'll punch you in your
This
face.
is D's pissed off face, in case you aren't aware of it.
Anyway, so and then you got Carlos Condit. I'm gonna tell you something. I picked Hardy to win that fight. I just thought that.
Who picked Condit?
Because I was like, these dudes are gonna stand and bang. I really knew they was gonna stand and bang. Carlos Condit hasn't really knocked out anybody in the UFC yet. Hey,
Longer reach, faster hands.
he proved it. He proved it.
Longer reach, faster hands. And I'm going to tell you something. Matt Hardy, this guy gets a bad rap for being a trash talker. He was really humble in defeat because dude has never been knocked out.
Hey.
And believe me, He was knocked out.
He was knocked out. You know, and it was kind of funny to see how humbled he was, because I didn't expect him to say that. You know, he was like, you know, Joe Rogan walked up to him and was like, you know, why did you lose the fight? He was like, I got punched in the face. You know, I mean, you can't get more simple than that than the reason you lost, and he got punched in the face.
Yeah, I gotta do a segue here. You know that nobody in boxing, outside of reporters, respect Larry Merchant. Every boxer that gets in that ring cannot stand when that old bastard gets in the ring. I'm starting to believe that people are feeling the same way about Joe Rogan. Why did you lose the fight?
Why did you lose the fight?
Hell, I don't know. He punched me in the face.
He punched me. Yeah, he took a punch in the face.
Come on, Joe. You got to up your game, man.
Hey,
you got to up your game. Why did you lose the fight? I mean,
well,
because I was the least. was the least of the two fighters. I don't know. I'm still trying to shake the shit off.
I'm gonna tell you, you could tell like Dan Hardy was like, you know, I got punched in the, you know, I don't know, man. Just anyway,
from the realm of who gives a shit, Michael Bisping, as I stated, would dominate Akiyama. He dominated Akiyama. That in a quarter can't even get you a telephone call anymore. So.
Is Bisping title content? Like, is he a title contender? You think he could beat Silva at 185?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
I just had to ask.
But I will say this though: 170. Well, excuse me, not 170. Carlos Condit at 185. That's a scary thing.
Carlos Condit fights at 170.
No, he doesn't. Him and Dan Hardy. I'm pretty sure they just fought at 185. Did they not? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong.
170.
Okay, 170. Carlos Condit, John Fitch, probably the next fight. Or do you think John Fitch gets the winner no matter what?
I don't know how it's gonna play out
between
Koscheck and who knows.
We don't refer to that man by his name. His name is the actor.
I don't know. I don't know who loses or wins. I mean, it's hard to tell with
170 pounds is starting to get interesting.
It is. I mean, because there's so many fighters that's moving up that looks real.
And
good.
we're gonna go into another reason why 170 is gonna get real fresh here pretty quickly.
Right.
So let's move on from the Euro show. Let's recap. I mean, the fight that nobody.
Well, I'm gonna say this. This was another subpar fight card.
Subpar.
I mean, I was like bored as shit watching these fights that night. I mean, I couldn't even tell you who really stood out.
John Madsen, Gilbert Ivel. I hope Gilbert Ivel.
Well, I mean, you know what? Those people aren't even relevant to the fight card. Diego Sanchez looked like the old Diego Sanchez against Paulo Thiago, which I thought Thiago was gonna knock his ass out.
I thought Paulo Thiago was gonna win that fight too.
Tito Ortiz just needs to fucking fight Chuck, get your ass whooped one more time, and just get the fuck out of MMA.
It don't really matter who Tito's gonna fight. His fight style is irrelevant. He proved it yet again. He's just not relevant. You're not relevant to the game, Ken Shamrock Jr. The same music, dude. You doing Eminem a disservice by playing that shit every single time you come to the ring. The dude has done like 12 albums since he did Mosh. For real, Tito, come on, man. Hey, just do your wife, have babies, do the baby thing, man.
And then
do the wife thing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he sucked. That fight sucked. I mean, you got whooped by the deaf dude that Bones Jones destroyed. So, then you had Jake Shields and Martin Kampman, which
I just want to say I don't even know why the UFC signed this dude, because dude is one dimensional to me.
I don't think he's one dimensional. He's a good guy. Jake Shields is a good guy. I mean, I just think that they were saying something about him cutting the weight because he was the 185 champ. That's
not an excuse to me.
Actually, no, I don't think he was the 185 champ. He fought. I think he fought. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he fought Dan Henderson at a catch weight in Strike Force. Regardless.
I don't even believe Jake Shields won that fight.
I don't either. To be honest with you, I don't think he won.
Got robbed.
I just think that
if we get Martin Kampman on the show, I bet you Martin Kampman will straight.
Because didn't one of the judges give him all 3 rounds?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about? I'm gonna tell you something. That the judging in MMA pisses me off, but that's a whole nother show. It's a whole nother show.
Let's talk about the win heard around the world.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm not taking anything away from Cain Velasquez and his victory because he beat the brakes off Brock Lesnar. Beat the brakes off Brock. But I will say this.
He made Brock Lesnar look like garbage.
Brock could be a great champion if he could get just. He needs to sit there, bring somebody into his camp, and just have that person punch him in the face the entire camp. Because we already know what Lesnar's. What is Lesnar gonna do? He's gonna come in. He's gonna bull rush you. He's gonna take you to the ground. He's gonna try to pound you out.
Yeah.
He lost that fight because he got hit by Cain, which I'm sure no man on earth want to get hit by Cain Velasquez.
Nope.
And he got hit, and that motherfucker went into Ninja Turtle mode. And I was like, what the fuck? But
I tell you where he really tagged him too is Brock Lesnar was slow getting up. He was really surprised Cain Velasquez popped the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
looked like a Pop-Tart.
Well, I mean, he's an All-American collegiate wrestler. I mean, what do you expect him to do? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, the reason why he was able to beat Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin was not was for the simple fact that Shane Carwin had Lesnar down. What he do? He just wasted all his energy just swinging.
Yeah.
Whereas Cain hit him. You seen Cain like standing there like, yeah, that's a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was timing his shots.
Yeah.
He was hitting them. I mean, he was like precise with his shots too. Brock looked like a bloody mess coming out. And then Stitch couldn't put enough Vaseline on that cut after the fight. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's like, I remember growing up and my mom like getting out the tub and my mom used to put Vaseline on me. Like, she used to like, I mean, like, shit. I mean, like, that motherfucker,
for a
like,
dude as big as Brock, man, they got that industrial side Vaseline.
He had to, like, man, he was like putting it all on his face and stuff, man. But
all right, so that begs the question, and I'm gonna let you be the one to drop it so that you can get all the comments.
Hey,
Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos.
I'm going with JDS, man. Like I said, dude. No one that we got comments. I posted something on our Facebook and the Twitter page about, how long is Cain gonna be champion? Is he the next? Everybody's like, oh, he's the second coming of Jesus Christ at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
You mean Jesus?
Jesus. I don't believe that he's gonna be champ long, and the reason I say that is because the competition at heavyweight in the UFC now is deep. Super deep. And JDS, Shane Carwin, one of them guys, there's a lot of people out there I think could probably beat Cain Velasquez. I mean, he's undefeated now. I don't think he's fought the good heavyweights yet.
Well, I think this goes right into another discussion we can have about styles make fights. Mm-hmm. Can Cain beat Brock a second time? I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
I'm
tough.
not sure. I'm not sure that Cain can beat Shane Carwin. Because standing up, I think Shane Carwin is the more powerful puncher.
I think JDS is a better.
I think JDS is a more powerful striker than Cain Velasquez. And I definitely think it's gonna be.
I want to see the training up to the fight, and then I'll make my prediction. In. Well, I just think that Cain has heart. So.
Right. So the competition in the UFC is about to get deeper.
And I love this. Oh, it was beautiful yesterday.
Yeah, they just recently announced that the WEC will be merging with the UFC. So we're going to see a large talent pool.
Well, but that brings more championship fights to the UFC now.
Right.
Because you're not just having, 4 title fights in a year. You're having 6 now because you bring in the bantamweight and you bring in the featherweight along with the lightweight class that you have. I'm really interested to see the winner of Frankie Edgar and Gray Manor versus the winner of Ben Henderson, and I can't remember who he's fighting next to. So
should be interesting. Well, that's all we got for today. Till next time, I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
And you were in the clinch.